Hey, it's Thursday, January 26th. We're just coming out of that huge snowstorm that never really happened last night. Either way, today is time for your weekly eBlast, sometimes called the weekend update. So here's what's coming up. Sunday, immediately following the 9:15 service is our church community annual meeting. And if you're a person who's curious about our church, you're a person who attends occasionally and wants to know a little more about what goes on at that place. And if you're a member, well, if you're a member, you really have to show up. This is not something that you miss. It's the one time a year that we say we're going to get together, we're going to see each other, we're going to be our community, and we're going to find out where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. That's Sunday. There is a lunch involved. So we have all kinds of stuff that Carol is taking care of for us, including non-dairy and including gluten-free. So it's all covered for that lunch. So immediately following the 9:15 service, you go to our new, revitalized, super cool, and I can hear every word you're saying, hall, and we'll have our meeting. So just inviting you, tell your friends, people you haven't seen in church for a while, you say, hey, you better come because you got to find out what's going on. So that's Sunday. Also coming up next week, we have for some time, we had kind of a beta group, that is like a trial group trying to figure out how to do things. And we've called it the mission group. These are people who are taking discipleship deeper, not just reading the scriptures, but what do the scriptures mean about how God is reaching other people through me? How do I become aware that God is working all around me so that I can join him? It's a pretty practical class, sort of like a group. And we have some stuff that we're working on right now, but everybody's invited. You can come. I mean, the whole church should be involved, learning these skills and going deeper. So that's Wednesday next week, Wednesday, and that's at 6:30. Also want to let you know that the choir, Paul has been working really hard at assembling like a group for evensong. You might say, well, I'm not in the choir. You can still join for evensong. You might be brand new. You might know somebody who just likes to sing. They don't need to become members of our church. Get a hold of them. We certainly need guys. She has gotten a whole slew of guys so far. Did some great recruiting. But we always need more men. It seems like we have lots of women. We could use a few more men, all ages. You will learn a lot. If you've never sung with Paula before, you learn a lot about your voice, about how to use your voice, about choral singing. I mean, it's like a class in itself. So younger kids, man, just sign up. Let's go. So you can call Paula or text her or send her an email about evensong. Coming up on Saturday, February 4th. That's only like almost like a week away. It's a week from this Saturday. You know that we are having our practice for what's called the Church Street Blues Presents. We're having a group for Mardi Gras, well, actually the Monday of Mardi Gras week, but we're going to have various music groups coming in. We're inviting the whole community to come in. But and we've got 3 really great gumbo chefs, but they've never made gumbo for 60 or 70 people. So we got to practice. We also have to practice the setup of our room and how we're going to do that. What's the best way to do that? How we're going to get people from downstairs, pay admission, come on upstairs, the whole works. So it's a practice. I'm also hearing that the CWT is going to get involved. So it's going to be a great night, 6:30. You're all invited, free of charge, but you can make a donation to help us offset the cost of the whole thing, but free of charge to come in for dinner up in the hall, gumbo and a bunch of sides. We're figuring it out. After we eat and we're up there for a while, we're going to get some feedback for what we think, like how should we do this on February 20th when we invite everybody in the world to come on that day. So that's coming up on February 4th. So great opportunities there. I think that's all I have for now. I'll probably remember some things as soon as I stop this recording, but that's it for now. Be praying for one another, be praying for our church, and particularly that our church folks can be mobilized to be out there finding new and creative ways to share the word of good news from God through Jesus, because that's actually a matter of life and death, and it's that important. So God bless you. Look forward to seeing you in the next couple of days.